himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Back and leaves it. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got the back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll give it to him again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved quickly down the field. The option look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
run from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Denson. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do. You expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Catch in the middle. It's Rice. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Direct snap. Plows through the defense. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there. The defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to throw. It's Denson. Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bummed the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Pulls and fires complete. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receiver's better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. was so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Denson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Matthews. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll leave it with him. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the cornerback? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
And there was nowhere to... just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they're
looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Utah. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Off play action on first down. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The snap sets up the throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Gilmore. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Finds his man, it's Matthews. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth. Touchdown, UNC! They move on top here in the fourth. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense to work itself with a pick six. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Looking to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
To the ground with the back. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be